I want this video to be the last video that you're ever going to need to watch when it comes to just learning what kind of mindset that you need to have in general, and then in order to like especially approach women. And the reason why I'm filming this is because I've had one guy now that's been following me that asked that question, and I imagine if he's dealing with that, a lot of other men are going to be dealing with that as well. So I want to give you just the reality and what expectations you should have in order to like find yourself approaching more women, what kind of like how you need to be thinking, how you need to be feeling, what are the chances of you always feeling that way, and just give you the whole rundown of it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as somebody that's very extroverted, I love talking to people. There are times, so like yesterday, to give you an example before I talk about this, I went to the gym, and I usually talk to a lot of people at the gym, but at the gym, I don't know what it was. I don't know if I was dehydrated, overstimulated from my pre-workout, but I felt like boxed in, and I didn't want to talk to anybody. Like there was a girl right next to me, a couple girls I could have just went and said something to, and I usually would have, but I stayed in my little comfort zone and I didn't move out. Now, when I went to the grocery store after, I was there for like an hour talking to everybody. So that's what I want to talk about, is because if you're somebody right now that struggles to approach women specifically, the women are very emotional, and if we can get them feeling good, they're going to want to be around you more. So my goal is to help you stop struggling with approaching women by learning or by teaching you how to put yourself in a better mood. This is very possible. There's a book that I was reading. I haven't fucking read it in a while, but it's called Stealing Fire, and it's something that's called flow state. So flow state is where your subconscious brain takes over, and that's where your body starts producing like 5 different pleasure chemicals, and then you start losing track of time. That is your absolute most peak state of human performance that you can be in. I have found out how to get myself into that zone, but it does take a little bit of time. And that is where I want to help you like get to, because once you get to that point, you really could care less. Like once you get to that point and you feel that good, dude, it's fucking bonkers how that works, dude. Like you'll see a girl and you won't get that hesitation. You'll just fucking walk right up to her and start talking to her, dude. It's the wildest thing in the world. But when you're not in this state, your logical brain, that's what fight or flight I think activates from. The prefrontal cortex is what's going to stop you, because it looks at a girl and your body goes, I don't know that person, stranger danger, I don't want to do that. That's why you struggle to approach women in that state. So the whole goal of learning how to approach women and just being good around women in general is by learning how to put yourself in a better mood. Now, if you're somebody that's chronically like upset, depressed, or stressed, like if you're chronically stressed, then you should take supplements like ashwagandha, GABA, GABA. Those that will help with your sleep as well. That will help reduce your anxiety. I wouldn't recommend getting on antidepressants. Those are just bullshit. If you're able to get into a good mood, like people ask me all the time, how am I always so happy? And I'm like, well, if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't like being around negative fucking people. I hate it. Why? Because I just said like energy transfers. So if you're the average of the 5 people that you hang out with, and you're constantly around other people that are complaining and bitching and moaning and whining all the time, no wonder you are not going to be in a good mood, because you're constantly surrounded by negative energy. I am not. I am around other people that make me feel good, and I'm mainly by myself, so I got to make myself feel good. And how do I do that? Well, I sit here, I talk to a camera, I enjoy talking to a camera, talking to my Instagram community, talking to people in general. Just start talking is what I was taught by one of my coaches, Owen Cook. When Owen taught me, like when he goes into a bar, he just says, just start talking. That is what puts me in that flow state. Talking to people is exciting. It's fun. It makes me feel good. That's what gets me in that flow state. But before I even get there, there are things that you can do to like warm up to amplify your mood, dude. Couple things that I know how to do. One is movement. Okay. I'm in a wheelchair, so I sit down all day. So this one's very difficult for me. But if I'm like in a bland mood, or if I want to go and wake up like before I start working. So like right now I started filming before I'm getting ready to go to the gym, because I was in the mood to film. But let's say I came back from the gym and I was a little tired, but I'm like, man, I want to film, but I don't have the energy right now. I got to get some energy. What do? I will go outside in my driveway. I'll take my shirt off. I'll tan for a little bit because I live in Florida, so it's pretty hot and bright outside. The vitamin D actually like produces some kind of like chemicals to make you feel good. So I actually take vitamin vitamin D supplements as well, because a lot of people are deficient in that. So I'll go outside, and then what I'll do is while I'm tanning and I'm getting that heat on my body, I'll start like pushing up and down the sidewalk to like get a little bit of motion in. And then another thing, so now I'm getting heat and now I'm moving. Okay, now I'm moving. So if you work from like home, if you get like a walking desk, like a treadmill desk or a standing desk, you want to get one of those. Like I've got a standing desk right now, but because I'm in a wheelchair, I have it at what do I have it? 33.5 right now, but I can't stand. So I don't really like, I mean, like it's nice because I can adjust the camera. But if you have a walking desk, you'll be able to get your steps in during the day as well, dude. Now, the last thing, so there's heat, movement, and then, or sunlight, vitamin D, movement. And then also too, if I just start like talking or laughing or smiling or like making jokes or singing, like I've noticed if I start like like smiling, if I start like moving and smiling and bopping around at the same time, like if I play a song and I start like fucking rapping it, and see what I'm doing in the camera right now, how I'm moving, by me smiling like this, you're activating muscles in your face that you can't activate when you frown. If you hold a smile like this while I'm talking to you right now, if I hold this smile and I'm talking to you, I will naturally be in a better mood in probably just a couple seconds. I can fucking feel my face feeling better right now, dude. This is why I'm saying, like, guys, this is what I do. Like, if I'm going to the gym and I don't feel good, I might roll the windows down. I might turn my fucking music up and I'll start like singing a song as much as I can. And again, it takes like 5 minutes for this effects to kick in. Like, it's not going to happen just instantly, but by you running your mouth, by you smiling, by you moving, and by being outside. And I don't know what area you live in, because I know like I'm in Florida, so there's sunlight all the time. But if you don't have a lot of sunlight and that seasonal depression kicks in, well, you can still go outside and still get vitamin D. It's just not going to be like as much as I get here in Florida. But that's besides the point. As you're still going outside, you're still moving around, you're still smiling, you're still fucking talking. That's going to help put you in a better mood. That works for me. I don't need antidepressants or any of this fucking bullshit to make me feel good. I can naturally do it. So when you start feeling good, again, that's naturally going to make you, this is where we're going to transition into approaching women. Because when you start feeling good, if like, let's say you go to the gym and you're already feeling good. Well, because you're already feeling good, you're going to have a much easier time saying hi to somebody as you pass by them. So I will not typically go out of my way to go and like cold approach a girl outside or in public, like, and it doesn't matter. I just won't go out of my way. I see that girl, I'm going to go up and talk to her. I typically don't do that. I just don't. I've got like other things I want to do. But if I'm passing by the girl, like if I'm at the gym and I'm passing by her, I will then, because I'm passing by her, I'll stop and I'll say something. Or if I'm at like the farmer's market and I'm already just rolling up and down the street with my dog, I typically don't stop. I might say something in passing and then I'll keep going. That is something I need to work on doing, is I need to purposely start stopping people to get their attention. But again, my goal when I'm out and about at the farmer's market isn't to stop and like try to cold approach girls. I go there just to fucking say hi to literally every single person, and then it makes me feel good, and then I smile, and then next thing I know, sometimes I'm in conversations with girls and then I'm not. So when you want to approach girls, the mindset you need to have is, first of all, I just talked about like being like happy. Sure, man. Like, okay, like if you're happy, that's great. That's ultimately the most important thing, because if you're happy, you're going to project that kind of happiness onto her, and that's going to make her feel good. But you can still be happy and then think of yourself like absolute fucking dog shit at the same time. Well, I don't even know if that's possible, because I quite think I'm the best thing since sliced bread. So if you have very low self-esteem, well, you might naturally find yourself having a hard time believing that all you need to do is be in a good mood. Because if you have like low self-esteem, like if you're a couple things, like a lot of guys think that you got to be filthy rich, you got to be good looking, you got to be jacked, you got to be tall. These are all insecurities that these guys are using as to why they're not good with women. There are a lot of rich people out there, a lot of good looking people out there that I would absolutely fucking dominate when it comes to talking to girls, just because I know how to have a good time. They might try to lead with their wallet or their looks, but they might be super awkward when it comes to talking to girls. So that's why I'm trying to say, like, if you think any one of those is true, that you got to be all of those or none of those, if you got to be all of those or you don't get women, that's not true. So wherever you're at in life right now, wherever you're at, okay, it doesn't matter what circumstance you're in, there's always a way to be grateful. And if you can find something to be grateful for, and I get this is like some philosophical bullshit that I'm teaching on, like learning how to be happy, but at the end of the day, what's more important to you, bro? Being happy or being negative? Which one's going to make you feel better? Being happy. So if you can, like right now I'm in a wheelchair and I'm filming videos, I can say, you know what, I got my pre-workout right here mixed. I'm filming this video right now for, I'm sure, somebody that's going to watch it, that's going to love the fact that I'm talking about this and I'm trying to help them learn how to think better of themselves, because when they think better of themselves, it's going to make them feel better, and then when they feel better, they're going to have an easier time talking to girls. And that's just me doing good. I love that. And then after this, it's bright outside, I'm going to get some sunlight, I'm going to go to the gym. It's going to be a really fucking good day, dude. I'm glad I woke up today and was able to do this. Let's fucking go. Do you see how easy that was? Dude, that's all I did. That's all I said. Like now I'm like, yeah, man, today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a good day now because I'm going to have a good day. Even if I don't talk to like 1,000 people, I'm still going to have a good day because I want to. Now, that's why I say whatever position you're in, like if let's say you're fat and out of shape, but you have the ability to do some kind of physical exercise on a consistent basis to put you in like a healthier state physically, well then start working out. Because then when you start working out or you start doing cardio, you might not know what the fuck you're doing at first, but you're going to figure it out over time. And then guess what? 2 months, 3 months go by, you're going to start feeling better about yourself because you're going to start looking better. That's going to make you feel better. That's going to raise your self-esteem, which will naturally make you more confident, which will naturally make you better with women because women look for confident men. If you're poor, right? This one might be a little more difficult. Actually, it's harder to get a six-pack than it is to make money, but I've still struggled with when it comes to making money from time and time in my life again. So I guess from what I'm saying, if you don't have a lot of money, the first thing you need to do is start making more money. That could be getting a second job. That could be starting a side hustle. That could be getting a new full-time job that pays you more. And you see what I mean? There's always ways that you can go about making more money, especially in today's day and age in this economy. Like we're all gonna be fucked here pretty soon, especially with artificial intelligence on the way, with how fast it's moving up. So I've rambled on here a little bit about just trying to improve your mindset and the way you think about yourself. And at this point, I don't know, because I'm just rambling to you guys. This is called free association, where I'm just speaking without thinking. If you watch this video a couple times, you'll get the message that I'm trying to say. That if we can put ourselves in a better mood, if we can feel better about ourselves, if we think we're the shit, even if we're not, there's still I might not be as rich as like Andrew Tate. I might have a Mercedes and I might not have a Ferrari, but I'm still the fucking coolest thing since sliced bread. I don't care. There's not a single person cooler than me. There's not a single person. I am on the same level as everybody else. Everybody's cool. Everybody loves me. Everybody wants to be around me. I'm awesome and I give people good feelings. Do you see the way I think about myself? This is because I've gotten to the point where I've allowed myself to start accepting the fact that, you know what? I'm my own individual person. I can make changes, and then some things I can't, but I can still improve on myself as a man every day. And every time I improve myself, my life has gotten better over time. My life gets better every year because I go out of my way to do things to make myself a better person. If you start doing this, guys, you're going to naturally adopt that more confident mindset. And then you're going to have more balls to go and do something because you're going to start feeling better more of the time. If you're constantly in a negative mood, your brain is not going to allow you to take risks, to do things that you want to do. So when you're in a good mood, because you're feeling good, your brain is not going to start signaling like the negative thoughts, like stay away from that person, or it's going to be like, no, dude, that looks fun. Let's go over there and try it out. Listen. And when you approach a girl too, I'm going to end the video with this, okay? Because I've rambled on about how you need to be thinking, and I could go on and on and on and on. But every single time you approach a girl, I want you to think a couple things, okay? Even if it doesn't go the way you want to, that's fine. If all you did was went up to this girl, said hi, and then went away, that's it. That approach was 1,000 out of 10. Who the fuck would have the balls to do that? Nobody, but I did. And find something funny about it. Like, yeah, that was she kind of laughed at the compliment I made her. That was cool. Let's go do it again. And then you're going to go and approach another girl. Okay? Hey, excuse me. I just wanted to come over here and tell you, man, you are the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Holy cow. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good day. 1,000 out of 10. She didn't she didn't give me like a good response, but it was 1,000 out of 10. Who the hell would have the balls to do that? And you know what? I bet deep down she's gonna like it anyways, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do another one. Okay, I'm trying to teach you positive reinforcements when it comes to like approaching girls. I'm gonna give credit to Owen Cook. I learned that one from him. I like the way he thinks about this stuff because he's like, I'm so good with women because I just don't care. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty good with women because I just don't fucking care. And that's because when I'm in a good mood, I don't think about what comes into my mouth. I just do it. And if you start, if you see a girl and you're like, man, that's scary, I don't want to do it. Well, dude, if you're feeling scared to approach a girl, that's your body telling you, that's what you need to do in order to get over that fear. So, yesterday at the gym, I had 3 different opportunities to go and talk to somebody. The girl next to me kept looking at her phone. She knew I looked at her a couple times and I could tell that she was ignoring me, so I didn't go up to that girl. You can just, women, you can look at somebody and you know they're looking at you and they're ignoring you. You know it. So I didn't bother saying anything to her, and she was right next to me, and all I wanted to say was, hey, I just wanted to say, for a small girl, man, you're pretty small. And then there was another girl that was over to the right that I wanted to go up and just be like, hey, I just wanted to come over here and just let you know you're beautiful. Have a good day. That's all I wanted to do, but yet I didn't do it. Okay? So I had two, and then there was another one. I don't remember that one, but I'm going to say 2 for the sake of this example, but I think it was 3. 3 different opportunities on just going up and saying something. And you know what's crazy is in those moments right there, guys, if I would have just went up to that girl right next to me and said something to her, your brain needs proof, not promises. Proof that she probably would have laughed or smiled. And by going up and just say, hey, I just wanted to make a comment before I get back to working out, but you're pretty strong for such a small girl, dude. She would have been like, oh, thank you. And then I would have been like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, see, that was easy. Okay, well, now let's go to this girl. That's why I'm saying, if you ever get stuck in your head about approaching a girl, guys, if you start thinking you're not going to do it, if you just go, fuck it, let's go, you're more likely to do it. And then once you start with the first girl, it all gets easier from there. But the hardest fucking part is just making the first approach. Now, I want to finish this because, again, your situation of the environment could be a determining factor. I typically don't have a problem talking to girls at the gym, but yesterday, for whatever reason, at that time of day, which is later than I usually go, I had a problem with it. But then when I went out to a public area at a grocery store, I made comments to a couple people, and one of the girls that I made comments to about her tattoos, she knew me from one of my artists. So it's so that's what I'm saying. If you miss an opportunity, don't beat yourself up, but just understand, once you make the first approach, everything else gets easier from there because you're telling your brain, see, that wasn't that bad, brain. Let's go do it again. All right, guys, if you like this video, man, please like, comment, and subscribe. And brother, if you want my help personally, learning how to become more social, talk to more girls, think about yourself in a fucking better light, you can work with me personally for 8 weeks. Every single week, we're going to get together. It's one-on-one, bro. And I'm going to help you change the way you think about yourself. If you think I can help you, click that link in the description. Book a time to speak with me because I need to make sure that you're actually going to put the fucking work in or I will not take you as a client. If you like this video, check out one of these 2 right here. You're going to love that one as well, bro. Hey, I'll see you in the next one.